Are we live? Hi, Farzana. Yep. What are you looking at? Why are you looking at me like that? I caught her staring at me. Any experience with angels? Sigils? I don't know what sigils is. But ask your question and I'll see if we can help. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes. There's so many entities out there. It's not just ghosts. Ghosts. Hi. Why do you feel lost and confused? Do you feel like you're not on the right path? I had several encounters, but one in particular happened during a period of grieving. They pulled the horn out of my chest. I saw blue space and heard chanting. So symbols. That's cool. That's a good experience. What is your question? Couldn't breathe for a while. Yeah, sounds like an intense experience. Have you ever heard anything like that? Puzzle over the meaning for years. Here's the thing, when you experience something like that, there must be something personal to you that has meaning to it. So when you're asking someone if they had similar experience, yes, but it's not the same meaning. You know what I mean? So spirit will communicate to you through symbols, through, like pulling something like a horn from your chest, for example. But it's symbolism. What does that mean for you? You know? I think intuitively I know, but I'm always looking for confirmations from others who know things. Does that make sense? Yeah, I get it. But you should trust your intuition above all. Always trust your intuition. No one knows you better than you know yourself. So if you want to know what spirit around you communicating to you is saying, trust your intuition. It pertains to what I believe is a twin flame journey, but I've always had many spiritual experiences. Oh, the twin flame journey. It's like a unique print, and not a lot of people have them. So you must be special if you have. So explore yourself, get to know yourself, because no one knows you better than you, right? If I tell you the meaning, it is based on my experience. Energetically speaking, this is not ego, this is not experiences. So the meaning that you are experiencing, it's about you. You explore it. You write about it. You tell me what it means. Do you know what I mean? So never, never, never let anyone tell you what your experience is, especially if it's something like that. Aries girl, why are they sent into our lives? Who? Why would spirit communicate in this way? How else would they communicate? Language? You know, not every spirit speaks English. Spirits are not concerned with human limitations. Symbolism is more powerful. If you look at the ancient history, how do they communicate? Symbolism, because they work with telepathy. This is why I say trust your intuition, because you know the answer. Don't try to find the answer without. Find it within. We have 1111. I love that. Good luck, Calypso. There are two reasons why. Damaged people come to you. Either for you to heal them, or because you are operating in that vibration. You tell me, which one are you? Well, there you go. If you have pure intentions, you are most likely given these people so that you transmute the energy of those people. So when you have someone that is injured, what will the first thing, so when someone in public, they get hurt, what will be the first thing that people say? Is there any doctor around? Is there anyone that can help us? And if you have pure soul, pure intentions, you are meant to help those injured people, those wounded people, for you to transmute the energy. And it comes with a cost, obviously. You know, a lot of people think, oh, you know, I'm a good person, so why is this happening to me? No, it's happening to you because you are capable of helping. It doesn't end. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it does not end. Yeah. If this happens to you constantly, it's because you have a mission greater than yourself. Normal by suicide by suicidal by societal standards does not apply to you. Because that's what you agreed before you came to life, to help people. Yes, if you are someone that is a good person, and honestly a good person, not just saying you're a good person, then you have agreed to help people before you were born. So, you know, normal life is overrated because it's not really normal. Even by normal standards, it's not normal. You know what I mean? Have you ever dreamed about people or people who became real? Yeah, you can have dreams before you meet people, if that's what you mean. Before they became real. I love how you worded it. Yeah, normal sucks. I agree. Nothing so nothing nothing more boring than normal, in my opinion. If I missed your question, put it again. Just put it again if I missed it. Our body is just a colony of bacteria. Why so cynical? The body is miraculous. The body is more intelligent than most people. We should learn to listen to it. Normal is a cage for lions to pace in. I like that. Does solar eclipse have any effect on twin flame relationships? I'm not an astrologer. I know of astrology. I will tell you what I experience, but I'm not going to tell you that, oh yeah, the solar eclipse will affect the twin flames specifically. Nah. That's just astrology bullshit. I don't believe in astrology like it's like a Bible, you know? I don't have that faith. When spirituality becomes a religion, it is no longer spirituality. Take everything with a grain of salt. Stay open and do not define everything. Allow yourself to experience things as is instead of trying to know everything before you experience it. You see auras sometimes, but I mostly feel them. Found a person whose shadow of my love class fell. I don't know what you're asking. Enjoy the moment, of course. There is no other thing but the moment. Abandon your notions, all you who you enter here. Yes, yes. This is about empowering yourself. This is so that you believe in yourself, so that you get to experience life your way. What to do if nothing works? Stuck in a loop? Choose not to be stuck. I know it sounds really simple, but it is that simple. If you don't want to be stuck, get yourself out of the stuck situation. Right? Really simple. You choose to be stuck. That's why you are stuck. Can't see my baby. Is it sweet? Ask your mom. Science has some evidence of a connected universe. I always say spirituality is basically science advanced. So science is catching up little by little. Hi, Charlie. Why would most Aquarius readings resonate with me if I have no Aquarius in my chart? Check your houses. Exactly, Farzana. Spirituality is like science that is not proven yet. Exactly. Well said. What is good without evil? Good question, right? How do you know good exists without evil? That's a big fucking question. You wouldn't know, I guess. Because this reminds me of Einstein's relativity theory. If you have nothing to compare something to, it does not exist. So if you have nothing in comparison to what you are looking at, it cannot be measured. It cannot be understood. It cannot be studied. So I guess that applies on good and evil as well. How do we know when our chakras are open and to stay open? You don't feel like there is stagnation in your energy. You feel clear. There is no fogginess. There is no confusion. You have clarity. You become clairvoyant, claircognizant, clairsentient, clairaudient. It's not that special. Every person can be that. It's awareness. Be so self-aware that you can feel your energy shift from one vibration to the other. And if you keep practicing and finding the differences on how a higher vibration feels or how the lower vibration feels, then you become stronger at knowing, right? And to keep it open, I suggest journaling, meditation, nature, whatever brings you joy. That is how you keep it maintained. And if you find yourself, like if you have like chakras closing and, you have to open them again, it's normal. It's not the end of the world. Good and evil can definitely be a thing. So you say, I don't believe in good and evil, I believe in cause and effect. Yes, whatever you keep repeating can define itself in a category. So if you continue to do something that causes good return and good karma, that is classed as good. If it can cause bad karma, that can be classed as evil. So whatever you cause in the water, like a ripple in the water, if you continue to be on that path, then it can be classed as good or bad. That is how you would class it, as good or bad. Obviously, the definitions that we have today, they are debatable. But whatever that has a bad effect because you caused it is bad, right? No duality. Duality does exist in the third dimension. So it does not apply to higher dimensions. Unless you are a fucking spirit with no body, there is duality. There is polarity. You cannot deny the existence of polarity in the third dimension. Otherwise, you are delusional. Anyone that tells you, and I've seen a lot of spiritual teachers talk about the oneness. The oneness is in higher dimensions. If you operate in higher dimensions, yes, there is no duality. There is no polarities. But if you operate in the third dimension, which is still the dimension that the collective sits on, then you are just you are denying the existence of the reality that the collective believes in. This is what makes you crazy. This is what makes you delusional. And this is not something I support. You can be higher dimensional being, but we also have to acknowledge that we live in a reality where there are people that still operate on third dimensional problems. Okay? And until the whole collective moves into higher dimensions like the fifth dimension and stays there, not dips back to the third dimension and stays there. Yes, the polarity will not exist anymore because the reality has shifted, but it cannot shift as long as there is a collective that dictates which reality we vibrate on a larger scheme or on a mass map. Do you know what I mean? So Danny, you look like you are about to be buried. You look like you're about to check out. So I suggest go do something better with your time. Because you look like you're about to check out, mate. Did you ascend this way through practice, or are there any readings, books you would recommend? The best experience for you to ascend without any effect and influence from others is to do the within journey often. And I am a very curious soul, so I go within a lot. Yes, you can read books, but even when you read books, you have to keep in mind that people are projecting their own experiences onto their knowledge and their wisdom. So even when I say something, don't just believe it. Ponder on it. Think about it. That's it. If your soul resonates with it and your intuition is agreeing with it, then carry on studying it, carry on researching it, carry on visiting it within. Don't rely on books and people more than you rely on yourself. I think that is the best thing that got me to this state. If I relied on what people thought, I would probably not be here sitting with you talking about spirituality. I would probably be in some religion, whatever, right? I would be very religious. So, best advice is for you to visit within, to access the knowledge you have within, because you come with a soul. You have a soul. Dip into that. Explore your soul. Your soul knows. Your soul is wise. Sagittarius and Aquarius relationships, oh my God, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that combo. What kind of music helps you meditate? I listen to frequencies. If I want to meditate, now here's the thing about meditation. I have like a different, you have to experiment with it. But I'm not the type that sits and meditates in a yoga kind of position, and I rarely do that, rarely. I am in a constant meditative state. So I can talk to you right now, but I can be meditating right now. There is a thing that I don't know how to teach you to do it, but there is a thing you can vibrate in your brain that you can send out into your outer field, and it's almost visual for me. And this is something you practice and practice and practice. You can literally feel vibration in your brain because you cause it with your ear. It's like this area, which is near your third eye. You can do that, and it sets you in meditative state. So find that tune. For me personally, if I want external frequencies, I will use whatever frequency that makes me feel good. Now you can look them up online, and some of them, they will agitate me in a bad way. Then I will find that they are bringing my vibration down instead of up, because it's already up from the perspective of the frequency that I'm listening to. So what I do is look for another frequency that will take me higher instead of lower. So it depends on where you are energetically, vibrationally. So look through frequency meditative sounds and find the tune that kind of like lifts you. It's almost like getting high on it. And that will put you in a theta state. That will put you in a meditative state. Actually, there is a book that I'm a big fan of because it explains what I find that works. And it's the Silva mind control method. I actually have that recorded. I recorded an audio with me reading the book. And I think I'm going to do it again because the audio wasn't that great. But if you go on my channel and it's like INTJ-A audio, and you will find the Silva mind control method, which all talks about the different states of your brain and how you can tap into it. Most people are in the beta. The beta state is the asleep state, the autopilot state. A lot of people are in that. So you can take yourself out of that into the alpha and the theta and the delta. And it's beautiful. It's like I feel like you can do it more naturally with time. You will notice yourself doing it more naturally. But if it helps you, I do recommend reading that book because it explains it in simple terms, and it will give you some methods to tap into them. Sagittarius and Virgo, oh my God. They are a good match, but it's very challenging. Very challenging. As a Sagittarius myself, I have been attracting Virgos, possibly in most of my relationships. I have a Virgo moon, so I think that there is something there that makes me very attracted to Virgo mindsets. But it's very challenging when you have Sun as a Sagittarius, in my opinion. But I think it's worth trying to see if it works for you. You know what I mean? Subliminals, do you think they actually work alone, or is it the act of us trying to make them work that they do? I do not like to hear subliminals because I don't know what is being said. Do remember that you can be hypnotized if you accept it. And I do not trust people to hypnotize me. No, thank you. So I like to know what I'm listening to. I like to know what is being accessed or what is accessing me. I wouldn't recommend subliminals unless you truly trust the source. It is quite dangerous. And this is what you will find in music because, you know, some people want to sell their content and they will include these subliminals to kind of affect your mood or affect what you like and dislike. So be careful. This happens in music, movies, and whatever else. I would not trust it if I were you. Chris, your God would be very proud of you. With that mouth of yours, yeah. Say hello to the devil when you go to hell. Don't forget, okay? Scorpio and Virgo really work. I don't see why not they don't. Water and earth, they are a good combo. Who is the creator of our consciousness? God is living through you. God is living in its creation. Sleep on that thought. God is living through you. God is in everything. A lot of people cannot handle that thought. I wasn't sure if hypnotism was real, but a lawyer in my country was sent to prison for hypnotizing his clients to have sex. Yeah, it's very much real. Now, here's the thing. You cannot hypnotize someone without their free will. So, maybe that lawyer of yours, I don't know, man. Was it like, I mean, you cannot, like, I have done hypnosis, like I have attended hypnosis lectures, and the hypnotist will say, you cannot hypnotize someone without their acceptance. The same way I say that nothing can access your energy, no magic, no bad energy will access your energy without your permission. Now there are levels to your permission, which is your consciousness, the first level of awareness, and then your subconscious, which is like the hidden level of awareness. But in both cases, it is you that is accepting it. So unless they are weak-willed or they don't know, I don't know, but you cannot hypnotize anybody without their acceptance. In fact, you can pull out of hypnosis. You can pull yourself out anytime you feel like, oh, I don't agree with this. So, I don't know, maybe you're a lawyer or you know the lawyer. But yeah, I don't think that lawyer needs to be in prison. But hey, you know, people will say a bunch of things to get their way. Yes, you can't know the purpose. That's true, Hannah. Yes. You have to be careful. You have to be the one that protects yourself. Otherwise, you have a responsibility towards yourself. You have to check with yourself if this is something you accept or not. I had a dream that I was astral traveling. Was that sign? What do you mean? Did you have fun? Virgo Sun, Capricorn Moon. That's a good combo to have in your chart. Libra Rising. Ooh, good combo. Very peaceful, I would say. That would be my first impression of you. Peaceful, grounded. There is no sign for astral projection or astral traveling. It is something that you can do. So, what type of sign are you looking for? I had a dream where I heard I anoint you. I normally don't hear in my dreams. Never heard that word before. Interesting. Dreams come to you specially for you. If you ask someone else for the meaning of your dream, you could be misinformed. Dreams are a way to communicate to you because you know what it means. Otherwise, it wouldn't come to you. It would go to someone else. So check in with yourself. Sit with it. Breathe. Don't try to find the meaning just yet. And then it will come to you. Usually, the first thought that comes to you after you ask a question that you don't know the answer to will be the answer you're looking for. It was on the nose. I didn't know the guy. Yeah, I know what you mean. I missaid, not misread, missaid. Yeah, astral traveling is so much fun. You guys, every person does astral traveling every night, but not a lot of people remember. Scorpio Sun, Gemini Moon. Not a good combo, in my opinion. When you have Gemini Moon, it is a challenge. Scorpio Sun double the challenge. Night. Stop it. Why I don't remember my dreams? There is a way you can try to remember your dreams. Every time you go to sleep, bring a notebook and write on your notebook before you sleep. Remember the dreams. I want to remember the dreams. I will wake up remembering the dreams, and write that as many times as possible until you feel sleepy, and then put that note beside your bed and sleep. You will wake up with remembering a certain dream, and then write the dream right away on the notebook. And then when you are fully awake, check your notes. Repeat, 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 repeat. You will strengthen your awareness of your lower consciousness, which is the denser, or not the denser, that sounds wrong, right? The unconscious and the subconscious. Because subconscious is where your dreams happen, and usually it comes from your unconscious. You need to connect those with your consciousness. Make it known to your brain that you want to remember those states too when you are awake. I love how we all waking up as a collective. Yeah, it's good. There is definitely an increase, but not as much as I like to see, but it's definitely a huge jump. So I'm excited to see where we go. Jody, I appreciate you. Thank you. What? Come here. Can you hear her? Come here. She wants some attention. Chill, girl, chill. Come here, say hi. You okay? You silly goose? You okay? She wants some attention. Witches? Oh man. Anyone will say, I'm a witch today. It's trendy. I think whenever my cat does that, there is definitely someone that she doesn't like that is on the screen. Who are you? Go away so we can have a conversation here. She's trying to protect me from the energy. Is there someone you don't like on here? Is there someone you don't like here? It's okay. I rebuke their energy anyway. It's okay. You don't have to worry. You're a good girl. It's Danny. Yeah, I figured. I figured it would be some thirsty troll. Oh, Charlie. Even she knows it's fuckwit o'clock. Oh, I love that. Good one. I'm gonna use that. Fuckwit o'clock. I'm gonna use that in everyday life. Oh, here we go. Fuckwit o'clock. Oh, man. All right, let's see. If I missed your question, just put it up again. What I meant, I have dreams about people I have never met. I have vision about their lives and never was part of it. That's what I mean by about being real. You know, it's interesting that you say that because I've had dreams. I've had dreams where I was astral traveling into other human beings that are living. So maybe you are actually living another life while you are asleep. This is something that I have been experiencing lately. It has not happened to me before. At least consciously I wasn't aware that it was happening. But lately I've been noticing that I have been living while I'm asleep someone else's life. And it's in this life. So maybe that is what you are experiencing. That's what I mean by, wait, I didn't read the second part. About being real because I eventually crossed paths with them? Damn! Who are you? That's quite interesting. So you actually meet the person that you dreamt about and have visions about their life. Do you mean cross path as in like a stranger, or do you actually get to talk to them, get to know them, form a relationship or a connection with them? Because maybe you are getting visions about the people that you're meant to be in, or people that you're meant to be in their life. Do you know what I mean? Do you ever worry about people casting spells? It doesn't work on me. Spells cannot work without your permission. So if you believe in spell work, you are more likely to be affected by spells than people that are atheists. Because atheists do not believe in spells, right? So they, in that sense, they reject it. They reject its realness. So you are more likely to be affected by spells if you believe that spells work. For me personally, I'm not worried about people casting shit because the protection I have goes above their head. So, and also I'm very karmic, you know? So when people do something like that, the amount of shit they get is life-threatening. So I don't feel sorry for them, but only an idiot would think about putting spells or casting spells on me. Because they will endanger they will endanger their lives. I'm serious. Like, it's not even funny. Do you watch other readers, or is that conflicting to your energy. Nothing conflicts my energy. I can watch other readers if I wanted to. It doesn't influence my readings, if that's what you mean. Yeah. I'm not, you know, I have seen actually a lot of tarot readers talk about, I don't watch other tarot readers. Bitch, stop lying. You know, like people think they people think they can lie like that because, you know, they're trying to be professional. Bitch, sit your ass. We know that you watch other tarot readers, but you don't want to admit it because you want to stay on the top. Oh man. No, I will watch other tarot readers, no problem. They will not affect my energy because no one should affect my energy anyway, whether they are tarot readers or not. You know? So I don't have that problem. It's funny, I always run into a lot of Sag readers. I wonder if it's because I'm attracting my own kind or if Saggies are super in tune to the tarot. Maybe, maybe. And you know, I've got like few theories about that. I think Sagittarians are really misunderstood. So we look for something that validates us, that understands us. Maybe because they are truth seekers too. So we like to kind of like delve into the unknown and the occult and find answers like that. Remember that Sagittarians are also the gypsies, you know, the curious souls. So I think maybe that could be it. But I also think, energetically speaking, we attract each other. We attract each other because it feels so good to be understood. And as Saggies, or as a Sag, we understand each other. We know the energy. We know how we operate. So I think there's a bit of both there. You know? Have you ever seen Being John Malkovich? No. Where I'm in someone else's body in the dream, total stranger. No, I've never seen it. Is it worth a watch? Let me make a note because that sounds interesting. I wish Being John Malkovich. Yeah, I've never seen it. I've had that experience before where, yeah, it's I actually shared the experience that I had. I can remember one right now, which is I was in a Chinese woman's body in China, speaking Chinese. I was speaking Chinese, a language I am not very familiar with. Chinese, not even Japanese. Japanese, I know few words, but Chinese. I was a Chinese woman, and I was, I was like crafting something, or, like, you know, what do you call it? The clay thing where you actually build something or make a pot. I was doing that, and I was speaking Chinese, and the whole Chinese, it was like a freaking movie. When I woke up, I was like, what the fuck was that? I don't dream in other languages, but I was speaking Chinese, and I looked at myself, and I was like, this is not me. Like, I can lucid dream like every dream I can lucid dream. Like, I can tell the difference between reality and dream like that. So when I was in the Chinese dream, I was like, what the fuck? This is weird. This is not me. And that's when I became lucid. But I liked the dream. I wanted to explore it, so I continued to dream it, if that makes sense. And then when I decided to wake up, I was like, what the fuck was that? What do I make of this? But yeah. So spellwork is like hypnotism. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. You could definitely try to influence someone's energy, but it will only happen with their permission. This is how, this is what I mean by you are protected. You are protected because nothing can cross without your permission. It's really simple, right? So never fear spell work, because if you reject it, rebuke it. If you feel off, it doesn't even have to be deep. You don't even have to know who is putting spells on you or who is not doing spells but sending you negative energy. All you have to do is, I rebuke this energy, I send it back, I do not claim it, I give it back to the person that sent it to me. Done. This is basically your refusal of it. And let me tell you, if you have vicious spirit guides or vicious ancestors, the person that did that to you will fucking pay. And they will pay like double the price they put on you. So it's a dangerous game. And whenever I see someone doing spell work, and there are people that do spell work with as white magic, do not fucking risk it. There are people that do cord cutting rituals, do not fucking risk it. There are consequences for that. It doesn't matter if you have good intentions or bad intentions. There are consequences for trying to affect someone's free will, for trying to infiltrate their energy. My astral travel last night was the best in that realm, where we were so advanced in a way. I don't even know how to explain, but I was being chased by some soldiers after I took a weapon. It was wild. That sounds so much fucking fun. It's so weird. I've been having war zones as well lately. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to the wars that are currently happening. Yeah. Maybe we are participating in helping, if that makes sense. YouTube tarot readers are full of clickbait. Yeah, I know. I had a dream several people, and yet it was actually connected. Some were good, and there's some. I guess it was a warning. Yeah, premonitions. I could see this as premonition. But if they were good people, maybe, you were given a message that this person is going to enter your life. But you must have some very protective spirit guides for you to receive those dreams. That would be my conclusion, but I don't really know you in order to get that conclusion, but that would be my guess. Are we Sagittarians meant to help people? I feel like Sagittarians are meant to live their best life and inspire others to do the same. Sagittarians have this rebellion way of living, which is to inspire people to be free, because what motivates us more than anything? Freedom, knowledge, experiencing, adventure, right? So these are the things that come under our sign. So if you are born under that sign, it feels like you are meant to live up to that so that other people could be inspired to do the same for themselves. But I have actually seen a lot of Sagittarians that are philosophers. I consider myself one. I can philosophy your ear to death, because I enjoy that. And so you will see that a lot of philosophers are Sagittarians because we look for that in life. You know, existentialism. I remember, like, I wrote like an essay in college or university, and the title was "To Be or Not to Be." You know what I mean? Like, that's what Sagis are for, you know? So yeah, that is definitely it, to help yourself, but in helping yourself, you help others. And obviously, if you decide to help others, that is also included. Let me see if I can make this phone sit still. Oh my god, the chat just... I'm going through the chat, like, trying to keep it so I can read them, but now it's just gone. So if I missed your question, just put it up again, because I need to hold the screen in order for the chat not to go fast, you know? So, I'm a triple Sagittarius. Ooh! Baby, you are a wildfire. Damn! Of course, Sages are magical teachers, and they're known for their rebellious nature. Examples are leaders like Malcolm X. Oh, really? And Dr. Sebi. But they eventually get executed. Yeah, luckily we don't have that problem these days, but hey, we get cancelled. That's what people do these days. Cancel. Oh, I'm gonna remove you from social media. But yeah, I get it. And I actually didn't know Malcolm X and Dr. Sebi were Sagittarians. Good to know. I think well, where did that comment go? I think Sages are good at seeing the big picture. 100%, I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. We definitely focus on the bigger picture. We miss the small details. Well, here is your task. There is your task. You said it, you know? Yes, we are good at seeing the bigger picture, but we miss the details, right? There is your task. That is what you're supposed to learn. Your challenge is as important as your mission, right? This is how you get better. So put more emphasis, more time in learning to notice the small details. I find it easy for me because I have Virgo moon. Virgo moon is like, I do not fucking miss a thing. I will see you even when I don't see you. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, there is the challenge. It is definitely challenging. But there is also your task. There's your homework. Is the best way to counteract negative root work done on me to heal my inner child? No, you don't need any work done on you to heal. You can heal without any assistance. If that's what you're asking, maybe I misread. I don't know much about Lilith in Libra, but I imagine them to be like fair, because Libra is the scale. So there's a good balance. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's shit. How would you categorize a Capricorn moon rising person? I don't know. Like, I think having a Capricorn moon makes you, to be honest, I don't have much of a thing to say about Capricorn moons. I don't really think about that too much. But Capricorns they love order. They love structure. So they like to have certainty when it comes to deep matters or emotions. If there is no certainty, it's like they will look for certainty. Actually, my sister has Capricorn moon, but she's not very certain. So this is why it's kind of confusing, because she doesn't really go with that. She's a Pisces sun, which is very challenging to have a Capricorn moon with a Pisces sun. It's like the opposite energy. Do you think weed inhibits or opens up your intuition? Not really, no. Okay, here's the thing. Weed will help you see things differently, but on a logical level, based on what you already know logically. Meaning that, yes, you might have like experiences where you gain a new perspective, but it will not enhance your intuition. Enhancing your intuition requires full awareness and full mindfulness, which the weed takes away. Now, here's the thing. If you have never trusted your intuition and if you have no spiritual knowledge whatsoever, weed can help you gain that. But it has like a cap. You know, once you reach a certain level, weed becomes it will hinder your intuition because it's a cap. You reach a level and then you have to quit or stop in order to be even more mindful and even more aware. So it works to some extent, but it's also hindrance at some point. So I think the best thing to do is to take your time and, climb the ladder to spirituality rather than try to find a shortcut. But that shortcut isn't really a shortcut because you're missing out on all the lessons and the awareness that you need to gain in order to go even further. Do you know what I mean? Sebi was November Sag. Ooh. Okay. Sounds about right. That's cool. It's so late right now. Go to bed. You have school tomorrow. Go to bed. Do the human experience. Enjoy the human experience. Even the mundane things, if you want to enjoy the mundane things, always look at yourself from above yourself and wonder like, well, how interesting is the human living? You wake up at a certain time, go to school, learn a bunch of shit, and you go back home, fully drained and tired. But hey, that's what humans do on the planet Earth. Like, try to enjoy it even if it sucks. And, I know school is like a fucking waste of time, but, if you have to do it, just fucking do it. Sometimes you have to do shit, right? Just get it done. If I were to go back in time, I would definitely not go to university. I will definitely not waste 4 or 5 years that I wasted on university because I have a master's and I'm doing nothing with that. Obviously, it was fun to experience to some extent, but I would probably prefer to use that time to travel and experience life rather than stay in the system, right? Okay, you know, Charlie, I'm going to give you a tip that could help you not rely on Google for meaning anymore. When you see a number, just take that number for what it is. What is 1? The beginning, right? 1. 1 is beginning. Number 1. Whenever you have repeating numbers, it means number 1 intensified, amplified, double the effect, triple the effect. Do you understand what I'm saying? So 1 is beginning. 3 times more powerful beginning. Also, you know, there are so many ways to read numbers, but that is like the first step towards identifying the meaning of the numbers that your spirit guides are trying to communicate to you at that time. When you are wondering, okay, but what type of beginning? When you see that number, what was your thought? When did you see the number? How did you feel when you saw the number? How were you feeling before you saw the number? All these things apply to draw a picture for you on the meaning of what those numbers mean. So 1 is beginning, 2 partnership, 3 spiritual companion. Spiritual can mean spirit, or there is a person that is communicating to you telepathically. 4 groundedness, earthliness, nature, Mother Earth, not rushing, you know, all everything to do with the 4 pillars, you know, the structure of any building, 4 pillars. That's 4. 5 change, 6 community, 7 luck, or you could say the universe, or energies that you cannot change, which is fate, destiny. 8 karma, 9 God. 9 is the number of the God, the God, the creator, whether this is Jesus for you, or the gods of the sky, or the rain, or the wind, or, you know, it doesn't matter. It's a God number. 0, I mean, the 0 is not really a number if you think about it. 1s and 0s, right? When you see numbers like, for example, random numbers, and I say random, but, you know, I'm going to explain. When you see, for example, like 8, 6, 3, then you try to, like, you go back to the meaning of the number, each number. 8, karma, 6, community, 3, spirit, or telepathy, or someone communicating to you, or something like that. And you combine those all meanings to tell you, oh, okay, so were you thinking about that someone? Is someone trying to communicate to you? There is someone in your community that wants to communicate to you. Is it a karmic? These all, like, this is how you read numbers. And this is not just like numbers you see on a clock. You can see it in different ways. You can see it in colors. You can see it in people. You could have like a repeating word. You could see someone's name repeatedly. So there are so many ways to communicate, and it's all about symbolism. So the more you are aware, the more you know the meanings. Are you a Pleiadian starseed? I do not identify with those definitions, so. But I was this in one of my lifetimes. So what is this one? I do not identify because I've lived so many lives, And I have a high ranking in spirit. That's all I know. And that's all I need to know. I'm not obsessed with my identity because I'm not worried. I don't really care about identities. I don't care for names. I don't care for which planet I came from. In fact, whenever someone asks me where you're from, like in this 3D world, I lose interest right away. Don't ask me the stupid questions. Ask me about something meaningful, right? What is that? What? Arcturian? That is Arcturian? I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Sads are chosen? Maybe. Maybe. Because when you are born under a certain sign, there is a reason. It's not a coincidence. It's not because your parents fucked on that day. No, there is a reason. You know, the sign I would not want to be born in would be... That might offend people, but it would be a Gemini. I do not want to be born as a Gemini. Arcturian? Okay, I will Google it for the fun of it. Where did it go? I've heard like people say avatars and shit, but you know, I would rather leave that for movies. But it's all fun, right? It's all fun to look up these things. But I don't like to identify as them. It just takes the fun away, doesn't it? I resonate with you. I spend tons of time in solitude, so it's really nice to spend time listening to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I get it with the solitude thing. It's a need for me. I need it. I need it. And when I come here, I like to talk spirituality. I like to talk about the deep things. You know, otherwise I will feel drained. This type of conversation is what keeps me, like, it's what keeps my fire burning. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy these conversations, but not a lot of people that you have around you will be willing to speak or talk about these things, right? So the good thing about the internet that we can connect with people that way, besides the telepathic communication, right? That's good. I found so many cool people on this channel. This is like, it's so much fun. There's so many INTJs as well here. You know, because my channel is INTJ. So it's been fun. It's been real fun. I love the community that we have here. And it's like organic, you know. No one has to stay. No one is forced to be here, right? And I just love that. I just love that. We have a lot of cool people here. Minus the trolls, obviously, because who cares about those? My cousin sister is a Gemini. No, you shouldn't be worried because they are already a Gemini. But as a Sagittarius, I don't think that I can be a Gemini. I don't. Geminis are too logical for me, which is frustrating. If you think about it, Geminis are the opposites in the astrological wheel. Geminis are the opposites of Sagittarians. So I have Gemini friends, but we clash. Oh my God, we clash, you know, because they're too much in the logic and I'm too much about the unknown. And Geminis are more about the known. I appreciate you, Charlie. I will forever remember you for the fuckwit o'clock. Oh my god, I love it. It still makes me giggle or chuckle. I am an INFJ, but right down in the middle, almost INFP. Okay, okay. No wonder we get along. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've never met an INFJ in person, but I do feel like there is a lot in common there. I mean, it says it in the letters, right? Exactly, they are too logical. They think they could use the masculine brain instead of the feminine. I'm a Pisces, by the way. Oh my god, I can see Pisces clashing with Geminis, 100%. But you know, the best thing, the best way to be is to have a good balance between your masculine and feminine. Too much of anything is bad, even when it's good. Too much of anything is bad. So we must accomplish or try to have a balance. Joe Rogan, are you as thick as you look? I mean, you stole someone's identity for one, and you have the audacity to think for yourself. Go away, go away. You have no place here. Mom was a Gemini. Holy crap, she's so logical that she loses logic because she tries to rationalize her emotions. Exactly. I get it. I know. Geminis are like that. Oh, okay. Joe Rogan, you are as thick as you look. Because you can't even understand what audacity to think for yourself is. Because you are under Joe Rogan. Do you not understand that bit? Do you need me to explain shit for you? Go lose your identity somewhere else where people like you exist. Okay? Mom was Gemini. I already read that, right? You typed it twice. Oh man, some people are thick. It's okay. They will have their moment. They're not ready for it just yet. Oh, they do not bring bad energy, don't worry. They do not bring bad energy because their energy cannot even reach. Do you know what I mean? So don't worry about them. I don't think explaining will help, Esolam. Because when people are only with the intention to troll, they don't really want to learn. And trust me, I know the difference. When I see someone asking a question, I know they want to learn. But you will have people that want to ask questions to fight, to create opposition, to continuously isolate and try to divide. Okay? It is embedded in those people. In fact, yeah, like Kyle said, in fact, bad energies or the dark entities possess them in order to get that job done. Let me bring ice cream because I'm in a mood for some. Oh my god, I totally recommend this. It's so good. Oh. The easiest way to identify your nodes. Your north node is your current karma. Karma doesn't mean bad. Karma just is, whether good or bad. And it also includes your mission. South node, your past life karma. That is it. Libra, Moon, and Mars. Ooh. I'm not surprised you have 222 in your username. The balance. My name is an African name, which means my eye. That is so cool. My eye. Not eyes, my eye. If that was my name, I would be like, my third eye. That's my name. That is cool. This is pink lemonade. It tastes so good. Is there any other way to find our animal guide? Animal spirit? Why is it clicking? There could be, you could be meeting an animal and identifying with it. You don't have to do it through meditation. So if you go exploring and you feel like a closeness with a certain animal, you have either lived that animal before this life, or this is like an animal spirit. I mean, animal spirit is basically you experiencing what that animal feels like to be lived in, if that makes sense. That's what animal spirit is. Do you have a mentor or spiritual advisor? You mean a living person? If you mean a living person, no. There are people that I get inspired by, but they're all dead. Sometimes a stranger will say something and that will inspire me, but I don't have like, you know, like a spiritual advisor that I would call to get an answer. No, there's no need for that. In fact, there's no need for that. Oh, don't say that, Charlie. You'll manifest them. You'll manifest them. No, it is not crucial. So Islam said, do you think having a spiritual guru as an ascending master is crucial? No. Never crucial was never crucial. Never crucial was never crucial. Everything that you need to know is within you. In fact, when you rely on someone else to tell you how you should live your life correctly, then you lose the plot, because you're living according to their living conditions. This is why I am here. I would like you to take your power back and decide for yourself. How about that? You don't need no guru. You don't need no ascending master. Now, of course, I'm not telling you to like shut everybody out. Listen, learn, whatever. But don't make it like your Bible. For example, don't go to the point where they tell you jump off the cliff and you will fly. And you will be like, yeah, okay, I believe in you. You are my guru. I'm going to do it. Don't do that. You know, think for yourself. The best ways to take our power back? Well, there are a couple of ways, but there are a few things I would recommend. The first one is to actually initiate and set the boundaries energetically with whomever to take your power back if you have accidentally given your power away. So I do this even with the level of awareness that I have. Sometimes I will give my power away by indulging in certain things or mixing with certain people. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I can feel there is leakage in my energy, and I will say it in words or verbalize it. And I say, I take my power back, blessed, renewed, and in light. That's one. The second way, after you cleanse or after you recall your energy, your power, the second way is to live your life authentically. Authenticity. That is how you operate in your power. Our DNA is literally our library. Yeah, exactly. You familiar with the Akashic Records? Yeah, you can call it whatever you want. But library is what I like to call it. It's general. It doesn't have Akashic Records on it. It's literally a library. I have visited the Akashic Records, or what I like to call a library, twice. But you don't have to dream it. Like I had it as dreams. You don't have to dream it. You can access it through meditation. But I don't need to go there. I can download. You know when you find a website, you can just download. You don't have to go. Everything you need to know about life already exists within you. The more you trust yourself, the more you get comfortable with trusting yourself. Does that make sense? I call it olive and martini. Yeah, exactly. There you go. I'm an empath, so I absorb so much energy from different people. Yeah, you have more responsibility towards yourself as an empath than your average person. Meaning, you have to take care of yourself maybe twice as much. You know? But it's, you know, it's one of these things where people say it's a bliss and a curse. Yes, it comes with benefits, but it also comes with the opposite. So make sure that you dedicate specific time to take care of yourself, to recharge yourself. Make going into nature a habit, you know, because nature will transmute your energy like that. Like that. You know, you could spend hours trying to recharge yourself by being at home or whatever. It could take you 10 hours, but if you go in nature, it takes 1 hour. Do you know what I mean? I'm an empath too. I find that a lot of people that are interested in spirituality are empaths. You have to. It's like you get curious because you are so complex that you need more than just religion, for example, or more than science to explain you. And spirituality is such an emotional understanding of things that you free yourself. It's like liberating yourself from all the things that people tell you that you need to do and that who you are. So an empath is like, it's something that I found a lot of people that are interested in spirituality are either sensitive or empaths. It's technically the same thing, but it depends on what type of sensitive you are. I get high on life, baby. I posted a video. I came back from like a couple of hours ago. I posted a video where I was like, I decided I fancy some sunset, some sun gazing, sunset. And I went and it was so refreshing. And I got high because nature gives me that psychedelic effect, you know? I don't need artificial chemical or even like I drank like mushroom tea. It was good. It was really good. But I do recommend that you do it with people that are also in a good place. Otherwise, it's a bad trip. I had a counselor therapist who taught me how she zips up her energy field when she begins her workday so that she can unzip it and step out when she gets home. It's like imagining a onesie. That's very clever. That's very clever. That helps. And it's like I like how she, you know, like visualized it, how she made it a thing, like zip unzip. It's creative. I like that. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Work is work where you can go autopilot, but when you are at home, you unzip, I guess. It's clever. It's a good way to deal with stress as well. The zipping, unzipping, I would call it detachment. Detachment is a skill, okay? A lot of people associate detachment with like bad characteristics of a person, but it's not. It's to create boundaries with certain energies. So you detach, meaning that you do not allow. Know when to detach from a situation. Look from above, as if you are playing a character in a game. Like, this is your character, this is your body. You don't have to be in your body constantly. You can get out and look at yourself from above, and as if like you are playing a game, a character in this third dimensional vibration. And once you're done with that, you can come in your body, be in your senses, and unzip, right? When you zip, you detach. I have 13% on my phone. Yeah, you do what you have to do, Islam. You do what you have to do to protect yourself. It doesn't matter. Like, whenever you have toxic people and they do not respect the boundaries that you set. For example, if you have a toxic person, just talk to them and say, hey, this energy, I don't really like being around. So, give them advice or try to help them. If it doesn't work, pull yourself out, because some people will agree to your boundaries, will be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was doing this. And that's okay, right? But if they don't care and they go like step all over your energy, no, just detach or cut them out of your life, basically. And it doesn't matter who they are. I don't give a fuck if it's a friend, a longtime friend, a family member, a lover. Whoever is costing you your energy is too much of a cost, you know? How can we detach from somebody we love? Yeah, it takes longer, but it's possible. Nothing is impossible. Remember that. Because she was just wilding and not at my frequency, calling herself a toxic bitch. I'd be telling her, come on, girl. Yeah. Yeah, some people are self-loathing. You can't help it. You know, like, yeah, I don't blame you for cutting this person out of your life. I don't care for people that have victim mentality. I don't care for those. I don't care. Like, there's a lot of pressure in society where you have to be, where you have to have sympathy for people that are in victim mentality. I don't give a fuck. Nah, doesn't work. Because I know, like, a lot of people will use what they go through as an excuse to be shitty people. I don't care for those people. I don't give a fuck what you went through. You don't have to be a shitty person. Like, I just dealt actually with a person, and I say just, I mean like a few days ago, and he was like, "Oh, I have mental problems," but I can see he's bullshitting me. I can see he doesn't know that I know. Obviously, like most people, they think that I just look at them like that. I won't even correct them because I know bullshit when I see bullshit. And he was like, yeah, I have mental health. I think about killing myself or killing other people. But I can see he's using that to get away with his shitty attitude and shitty behavior. I don't have sympathy for those people whatsoever. None. Go trick someone else. You know? I don't have respect for people that have victim mentality whatsoever. I should feel better or neutral after an interaction. If a person continually drains my joy. Oh, I love that. If a person continuously drains my joy, my joy. Yes, love that. I know it's not someone I can help. Yes. Some toxic people are crying for help. Other people take pride in. Yeah. Beautifully said. And I love the fact that you use drains my joy. Joy is a high vibrational state of being. So if you notice that someone is trying to get you out of that, they are low vibration. They are not helping themselves and they're just wanting you to be lower with them. Nah, they have to go. You can't bullshit Sagittarius. It's true. It's so true. It's so fucking true. I know. You can't. It's true. And you know, like, even the people that have like passive aggressive style, I see right through it. I see right through people's intentions. Even the nice ones. I see right through it. And I deal with it accordingly, you know. Like, I pretend I don't know. I will let it play out. But if it gets on my nerves too much, I will either leave or I will call the bitch out. I will tell them what time it is. Oof. Sometimes I will do that. But it's recommended that you just fucking leave, right? I pepper spray negative people. I should do that. I should start doing that. What do you think about crystals? They're cool. They're good fun. Don't get attached to them though. Let them come and go as they please. Remember. You know? In fact, was it this one or the other one? Yeah, I found this one on the road. While I was like walking home, I found this one. It's a rose quartz. And it's like I was waiting for a message from my spirit guides, and I found this rose quartz, and I was like, "Thank you. I know I am loved. Thank you." This made me like so. It just filled me with joy when I found this, and it was literally on the path that I am on. You know, it wasn't like there or there. It was like on my path, and you know, it's a crystal. Sometimes it comes as glass, sometimes it comes as a rock, but this is basically the universe trying to communicate to you. You don't have to go into a shop to buy this. Like this one I found on my way to home. You know what I mean? So crystals are also like numbers, are also like names, are also like people that come in and out of your life. I adore crystals. The right one can really help change my vibration. Yeah, they can. So for example, today I decided to wear my cinnamon. It's like stone or glass, I think. But this is believed in Chinese kind of beliefs that it's protection, but also good luck. And for some reason I was called, like I felt a calling to wear it. So I did. But then I will take it off because I feel like it did its job. And sometimes I will grab my tourmaline because I feel like, ooh, I want to wear it to the place I'm going. Now, I don't expect that I will like face any negative energies, but listen to yourself, you know? Like, for example, I have not been called to touch my clear quartz for a while. Why? Because I haven't been called to use it, you know? Use it as like trust your intuition to use crystals. Don't just use it because you know the benefits. Sometimes you don't need it, so don't use it. Okay, because do remember that crystals can also have negative effects, especially if you don't know what you're doing, especially if you wear crystals. For example, this is citrine. Citrine is one of the birthstones for Sagittarius, so I can wear it all my life, no problem. But if you wear, for example, if I wear emerald, it is not good for me to wear it more than a month. Otherwise, it will have the reverse effects of the emerald on me. So do a bit of research, because crystals are not like just a game or something you buy off the shelf and collect. Cinnabar, is that what it's called? I don't even know. Like, sometimes I will go into a crystal shop and be like, who wants to be with me? I will literally say this in my head. I will look around and say, who wants to be with me? Or who wants to go back home with me? And I will look around. And if something calls me, I will go and touch it and then look at it, feel it, put it in my palm, put my other palm on it, see if it's like, yeah, are you sure? And then I will take it, and then I will buy it. So I don't really look for meaning. I don't really look for, oh, what is this going to benefit me with? I will kind of allow the energy to flow and check with my intuition. This is how I strengthen my intuition. For example, sometimes I need something I don't know I need, and then I grab a crystal that will help with that. Do you know what I mean? So always get in touch with your intuition when you do anything, literally anything. Charlie, personally, I like white sage. Palo Santo, I don't know. I think Palo Santo has like a weaker effect, but this is my experience. I have used both, and I think energetically, I don't feel like Palo Santo does it. Now, Palo Santo you can burn anyway, but I think sage, white sage, has a better effect. That's what I've noticed. Yeah, I actually made my own white sage. So what you do, this is like my own. So what you do, you buy the sage and then you dry it. Before it gets really dry, you put it together, and it's so weird. Like, when I made this, I did not Google it. I did not look how to do white sage or how to prepare white sage. The witch in me just got lit. So I bought this sage off a shelf in the supermarket or in the grocery shop. And something just clicked in me. And I bought them. They were green, right? So I let them dry somewhere where it's not wet, it's, it's away from the sun, cool area. And then before they dried completely, I put them together, kind of squeezed them slowly, and then wrapped them. And here we have, like, this is like similar, but it's less quantity. This is actually more dense. With the commercial ones, you will have, a lot of sticks. This is a lot of leaves. Do you know what I mean? And you know, like, this is my baby. I don't want to burn it. I don't want to use it. It smells so good. I don't want to use it. Something in me just made me make it or prepare it or tie it. But I keep it around. Yeah, you just buy it, dry it, and before it dries completely, put it together. And it's actually cheaper than the ones you buy online. But you know, since I made that one, it's like it has a special place in my heart. I don't want to burn it. I keep buying like commercial sage where they put a lot of sticks to make it thick. But yeah, like I prefer that than to use my own sage that I made with love. Yeah, they don't burn as well. I get it. Yeah. I think they deliberately do that so it doesn't burn right away. So it doesn't burn like a lot, because if you can notice, like the smoke is really like a lot from sage, right? Blue Lotus makes you like really relaxed. It's a body high. I actually smoked Blue Lotus, and it's not like it will get you high in your brain. It will get you high in your body. It's not the best. I would definitely recommend drinking it in a tea. For example, boil hot water. Do not boil the flowers while you're boiling. So boil the water first, put the flowers in a cup, and then pour the boiled water on it and let it sit. I would also recommend you squeeze a lemon in it, and the lemon will kind of extract all the goodness, and then enjoy it before bed. You might have lucid dreams if you don't get lucid dreams. You might have vivid dreams if you don't get vivid dreams. But I get those anyway, so I don't really feel the difference. But I do notice that it relaxes my body more than usual. Rosemary bundles? Oh, that's right. I've never done that. I do have like rosemary, thyme, I think is they're called, and what else do I have? And sage. Yeah, I have them dried. Sometimes I will put them in a tea. I go gangbusters when I clear with sage. It gets smoky as fuck. Yeah, I get it. As long as your alarm system doesn't go off. Related fully with the collective read with my situation. I'm glad. Right, you guys, I have 8%, and I love number 8, so I'm gonna end the live stream on this note. It was so much fun talking to you guys, minus the trolls. Trolls, go to hell, or whatever you believe in. But you guys, it was fun. I will, I do these chats often, so I will see you soon. I haven't done them in a couple of weeks, but I always do them anyway. But I will see you soon. Take care for now. Okay.